I often share videos of my dog spending time with other dogs, and that's leading to a lot of questions like, do we just put all of the dogs together and hope for the best? The answer is no. Today I'm going to talk about how I prefer to bring dogs together for the first time. First of all, it's important to mention that I choose very carefully who I let my dogs spend time with. I never let my dogs meet any random dogs, and I only let them together with puppies, dogs that are trained to be neutral around others, and dogs that naturally doesn't really show any interest in other dogs. The first thing I do before letting two dogs meet is that we go for a leash walk first. It's giving me a chance to see how they're reacting to each other and how they are communicating on a distance. If they are not a good match on a distance, there's no need to bring them together. What I look for is their overall body language, and I want them to be able to regulate themselves. I need them to be able to respond to their owner, and overall I just look if these two dogs could be a good match. I don't want my dogs to play rough or to stay in a state of high arousal or anything like that. I want them to be calm and regulated. When my dogs are spending time with other dogs, I look at them all the time. I never just mind my own business, and I never let them run out of sight. I always look at their language and the communication, and I'm always ready to step in if needed. And when I let two dogs meet for the first time, I make sure it's on neutral ground, typically on the beach or in the forest or something like that. It's never in any of the dogs' house. I think a very typical mistake that people are making when they're bringing dogs together, it's that they are interrupting the language. So they're constantly talking to them, constantly wanting their attention. They don't fully trust the dogs, and that's probably going to end badly. Another mistake that can be done is to let your dog spend a lot of time with dogs that aren't really a good match. Dogs rarely get in a fight just like that. There's typically a lot of signals that we can pay attention to, and then it gives us a chance to pull the dog out of the situation before it escalates. My dogs are calm and behaving nicely around other dogs because they trust that I will bring them out of the situation if they're somehow not comfortable. It's important to remember that dogs are changing, both by age and hormones and stuff like that. So just because my dogs went and had a good time with some dogs before, it doesn't mean that they will keep being a good match. So even if it looks fun and nice on social media, I put a lot of mind and effort into it before the dogs even meet. So my best advice if you want your dog to behave around dogs and other animals is to train them to be neutral. It's one of the best tools you can ever give yourself and your dog.